Stephen Kenneth Bonnell is a gamer turned political commentator who usually streams on Kick, and here I am going to talk about the bad and the ugly. So first, I am going to start with his drug usage and how it affects him. In August 20th of 2021, Destiny tried to debate Mark Collett, a white nationalist, but due to his drug problems, he mistakenly consumed what he believed to be meth. And this also leads into other problems, such as his belief of what he believes of Palestinian people and whether these drug problems are intertwined with each other or if it's just his own personal belief.
Um, Honestly, I'm pro genocide. Like, it sounds really shitty, but like, I think that Israel should just drop its fucking borders about where it is now, and basically, Palestinians can go live in another place. That's really shitty, but like, that's about where I'm at. I don't know,
You just think the Palestinians should just pack up and Native American the fuck out of there?
The problem is that it seems like there is a hugely general hostility to Jewish people across really the entire world, but definitely the Middle East.
These controversial topics have started since the beginning of his career. For example, making fun of sexual assault has always been there, and it is a key component of what Destiny believes, and I will show clips to display that behavior.
That's how it goes, dude. If you crash all your lings into Marauders or whatever, it won't work. But that works. Just like that. Sorry. I've always wanted to rape someone in real life. No. But that's what I mean.
It also doesn't help his case when he would make fun of sexual assault victims and never apologize afterwards, even when the person has been found guilty of said sexual assault.
Like, why are we leaking this? Like, you are lucky. You're lucky that that was the only thing that happened. This is such a lucky lesson learned. Like, okay, I was underage, drinking. I was already pretty dumb. Probably shouldn't go back to the hotel rooms with guys alone. Some guy kind of like felt me up a little bit, but nothing happened, and then I left. That is a lucky scenario. That's lucky. Nothing happened. You're good. Like, holy shit. What an easy way to learn a lesson without anything fucking insane happening. Wait, what the fuck?
It was the first time anyone had ever touched me. I assured myself that I was just being sensitive about it all, that it wasn't a big deal, but assuring only can go so far. I felt dirty in a way that I couldn't wash off.
Bro, where did she get what rape diary was she reading? Like, oh, I felt dirty in a way that could never come. I could never be clean again. Like, who gave her this language? There's no way she's writing. Like, bro, come on. Really?
I couldn't help the way that my body reacted and flinched. Part of me still wanted to feel cool about it all, to convince myself I was lucky so I didn't have to think about it. I would reimagine the scenario in my head, replaying it again and again, what I could have done, what I could have said instead. But it didn't matter. None of it did, because he never asked, and that fact would never change, no matter how hard I thought about it. I changed after that. I believed life wasn't fair. I was naive, and maybe sometimes to a fault, but I could only wish it lasted longer. I miss not knowing. I used to be kind. I'm angry a lot of the time now, at that person, at myself, at the fact that a year later, I can feel my heartbeat stop at the sight of him, and he probably couldn't even make out my face in a crowd. I can't stop thinking about who I was before it all, who I'll never be again, and how some things you can't undo no matter how
Who I'll never be again?
hard you try. I never said anything out of pure embarrassment. I was embarrassed it happened, and I was afraid to look weak or
I hate that I'm getting a little jaded from things like this. The way these happen are a little pattern of public theory allegations, people being weird, then finding out what happened wasn't that serious. It wasn't. Sure, but like, okay, here, hold on, okay? Got to keep in mind a couple things. Everything in the online world is different than everything in the real world, okay? All of this is like so much different, okay? Because like in the real world, what'll happen is like this story, except like the girl actually gets roofied and actually gets raped and doesn't tell anybody because she feels embarrassed or humiliated about it, or she's not even sure if you want it. There's like everything in the real world is way different. This is some online like farming communities because they're all full of like 15-year-olds. And honest to God,
show that it hurt me, but I realize now that I don't think being hurt makes you weak. I think it's strong to feel things that have hurt you and then to still choose to feel nonetheless.
Like, why are we also the poetry is so cringe. Why are we writing poetry or as prose? Like, why are we writing slogans and shit after our horrific grope experience? Groping of her thigh?
I think it's strong to feel things that have hurt you and then to still choose to feel nonetheless. I was scared to speak out because I thought it was my fault and that I didn't deserve to. I was scared of him and all of those who surrounded him. I was scared of his power. I was scared I was mistaken, remembering wrong. I hoped I was remembering wrong. I was scared to go to any more conventions on the chance that I'd see him again.
Some of the more evil parts of Destiny is racism. And this doesn't only extend to Palestinian people, this also extends to Black people. For example, in the Kenosha incident, where he called for all the death of black people and said this in his Twitch channel.
The rioting needs to fucking stop. And if that means like white redneck fucking militia dudes out there mowing down dipshit protesters that think that they could torch buildings at 10 p.m., then at this point they have my fucking blessing, because holy shit, this fucking shit needs to stop. It needed to stop a long time ago. Like, holy fuck.
And if you don't believe me, you could just hear it from the man himself by this clip.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
That sounds pretty bad.
It was some reference I didn't get, and then somebody explained it to me later.
Winston?
I'm like, oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, sometimes like when black people just piss me off, I just like, they look like apes to me, and I just like make the comment because I think it's like the closest approximation of, where their evolution is for their brains, basically.
Okay, so like,
Hold on, you do that, Steven? You do that.
Even those closest to him are not safe, as he convinced his friend to commit suicide and bragged about it on stream.
And basically, he said that he pretty much figured that since he had nothing going for him, he was going to kill himself. And at the time, because of where I was at in my life, we talked a lot about it. And I was like, I mean, like, it's your life, dude. Don't let anybody else control you. If you really feel like killing yourself is the best thing, then by all means, like, fucking go for it. Personally, I disagree or whatever. And then he did it. So
if you decide to call Destiny out on his BS, he will usually go on a social media tirade and just call you out, saying that all you are saying is bullshit. It also doesn't help that his fan base or cult-like fan base will usually try to stalk you or do whatever by whatever means just to silence you. And this just leads into more hateful ideas that Destiny represents and just goes back into his echo chamber and really doesn't move forward with anything else. Because of his echo chamber and his own ego getting in his own way, he just spreads misinformation online, leading to videos like this because he can never accept that he is wrong and never correct himself.
Installed and supported by wealthy elites within Chile with plenty of help from the liberal imperialism of the United States government.
this is something that I learned is actually just completely and totally factually wrong. Fuck, I hate history, but I need to learn so much more about it. I don't think the CIA had absolutely nothing to do with Pinochet coming to power. It's just absolutely not true. It is completely and totally like a fabrication. Like, you can go wiki, you can go look at whatever you want. The CIA and the Pinochet had nothing to do with one another. That's just blatantly false. And I've actually said before that they did, because I fucking repeated it without ever looking into it. Fuck me.
Destiny also has a track record of agreeing with Vosh on CP, as he already made an entire debate video, which I really do not need to know why that needs to be debated, as it is an automatic no. It really does not help that Destiny has a digital footprint of all these bad things, and he really never apologizes for them, and he always sticks by for them. And it doesn't help that most of the pedophile allegations are just allegations as well. So there is no concrete proof that, he's been with the child, but yet he talks about ethical CP, which is already degenerate behavior. It should obviously be investigated and talked about. But, after all of this, I do believe that the only thing I have done so far is I've just shown the problems that he has, and that's all, and that's it, basically. He will continue to stream whatever, it's only a matter of like kick moderators if they want to remove him off the platform. But even then, he's a massive cash cow for the site. So do I believe he's going to be removed? No. Do I think that this video does something? Yes. I think that it just shows his bad side, the bad, the ugly, and the evil. And that's all that it goes into. So whatever opinion you have of Destiny, I'd say put it into the comments, and that is mostly about it. That's all I have to really talk about. And other than that, I really want you to have a good day, and I'm going to produce some videos in the future. I don't know if you want to follow along, but hey, if you're around for this, I guess have a wonderful day. See ya.